What's good, fam? Today I am going to teach you how to slob pogo to frontside layback rock and roll. Let's do it. Just started doing these. It's about 3.5 foot transition you're gonna see me do it on. Let's get into it. I'll do some demos and kind of talk through it as we go. All right, first trick you're gonna wanna know how to do is a rock to fakie. I've got a trick tip, a master class on this. I'm gonna link it in the description or put a card for you here, whatever YouTube's letting us do nowadays. The second thing you're gonna wanna know how to do is a layback, frontside layback rock and roll. I will put a description link and or a card here, again, whatever YouTube is allowing us to do. And it might be beneficial to know how to slob air, although I don't think you need to know how to slob air. I've got a master class on that one as well. I'm gonna put it in the description or put a card. All right, let's get into the slob pogo layback frontside rock and roll. All right, so for this one, just like the layback rock and roll, which you have a link to now, you're gonna come straight up and you wanna deck it out, but instead of going for the deck, what you're actually gonna do is you're gonna grab slob, so around the knee, but in front of the foot, around the knee, you'll see. And you wanna pretend in your brain that you're going straight up. Because this is not vert, you're not going to go straight up. But what it's gonna do is let you rise, get a pop, level it out, bam, you land, then you get low and switch it to the front side layback rock and roll, which you already know how to do. So all you're doing here is kind of an early grab slob air. Imagine yourself going straight up. Unless you're on vert, you're not going to go up because the transition's going that way. So even when I try to do this, I end up doing that, switch to the layback rock and roll, and man, they feel good, sound good, and it's super fun. I've actually never seen anyone do this. I just had an idea to try to put 2 and 2 together, and let's see what it looks like. Man, those feel and sound great. I love it. Let's get some more from different angles for you. Again, the biggest thing though is gonna be trying to go straight up. You're gonna think you're gonna stay in the transition, but you're not. You're gonna land decked out, you switch it to the front side layback rock and roll, and you just did it. A pogo with a slob grab to front side layback rock and roll. Go. Now you're gonna be able to see the air, the land, and conversion to the front side. All right, we're gonna get another one from this angle so you can see the backside view. So one more tip I want to give for the
Rougarou,
pogo slob to layback frontside rock and roll is
also known as the Rougarou.
when you lift the front leg, literally as much as you can, you're simultaneously going to pull in the back and try to level it out flat so that you hit the deck with the rails you hit the deck of the transition with your rails or with your deck and your front wheels, and it's gonna get a nice loud pow noise. You wanna level it out. That's how you get the height on those, and that's what makes it feel good and sound good as well. So that's a really good tip. Suck both legs in as much as you can and focus on going straight up. Even though you're not going straight up, you'll see you'll land fully deck and rocked, But that's what you need to do in order to pull off this maneuver smooth, let it sound right, and it feel good and be really fun. All right, so one last little finishing touch here. I know you've heard me do voiceover. At the time I started doing this trick, I didn't know, I just thought, I actually said it in the video, I've never seen anyone do this before. So it got me thinking, hey, maybe it's an opportunity, even though it's a few tricks kind of combined, put together into one move. Maybe it's an opportunity for me to name a skateboard trick. So I would love, if you do this trick, to tag me, whether it be on YouTube, Instagram, tag me, show me you're out there doing it. But I just would be so stoked to see people out there doing this and kind of passing it on. So I'm naming this trick, again, because I've never seen it. There might be someone out there who's like, no, man, that exists already. And it's actually called a, I don't know, because I've never seen it. But I'm open to that too. Anyway, I've never seen anyone do it. So I am from southeastern Louisiana, the most northern part of the Gulf of Mexico, most northern part of the Caribbean, as some of us like to think. And anyway, we have a swamp monster called the Rougarou. And it made me think of this trick because you're coming from underneath the coping here. You're popping out up onto the deck. And it made me think of the Rougarou popping out of the swamps, grabbing its victim, and then turning back in and taking them under. So anyway, I want to call this trick the Rougarou. Rougarou is a Louisiana swamp monster. You can look up the history. There's all types of info out there about it. But I thought it would be a good way to pay homage to my culture, which is Cajun French, and Louisiana as well. And how cool is it to name a skateboard trick, even though I know it's a combination of a few tricks put together. But again, I've never seen it, and I'd be so stoked to see other people doing it out there at the park. Hope you enjoyed this one. Peace. I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace. I'm out.